How have you been, Athem?
Busy man, busy as fuck
With what?
with work and with school and with chicken seeing.
You're finally graduating high school.
Yeah, I'm almost there.
Hey, how many plates do you have now?
Too.
Look at him smoking the cigar. It's been a while.
I know, right?
Mhm.
I-
For
Yeah,
people wondering, for people wondering, the great captain has fallen ill, and now his most trusted lieutenant is taking over
that's right.
with his most trusty Mexican.
Yeah, that's not saying a lot.
Yeah, I know. I know. But by God, man, I mean, how long has it been? A couple of weeks, months
Since what?
since I last talked to you.
A couple of weeks.
Hmm. So
Yeah.
how's that girl been going? You've been seeing?
Just cool, man. She got a engineering degree and she cooks and she cleans and she's very nice.
But that's all you know about her. Like, I know how she looks naked. She studies something, and she happens to make my food every now and then.
Yeah, what was your question again?
Who's this girl?
Oh, you haven't you seen her?
I don't. You told me about it.
Oh, I sent you a picture once, you or twice.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, you said she was cute, so I think she passes the Jack test.
Yeah, I mean, if you're thin, you already passed that one.
Yeah, no, that's
Not,
right.
not always true though. Not always true.
Yeah, mm.
Some have a complete butter face that just cannot be fixed by anything. Like, you
What
know
is?
those girls. Hmm?
I've heard a term before. What does it mean?
Butterface.
Yeah.
Butterface is how I always interpreted it, was just this complete unmolded version of a face. Like, you have butter and you throw it against the wall. And it's kind
Gotcha.
of like that. Like, that's her face. It's like, ooh. You're gonna need a lot of surgery for that one.
Butterface.
Hmm.
Let me look it up.
Yeah, go look that up on what's that website called again? Urban Dictionary. Great website.
Oh, okay. It
Okay.
says it's a woman having a attractive figure but ugly facial features.
Yeah, everything but her face. I'm seeing.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm seeing that in the chat as well.
Hmm. Yeah, which is true. Like, have you seen those girls? I've seen a couple of them. Smallest waist in the world, biggest effing tits, and then a face only a mother could love, which is doubt. Know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
could be
Okay. Yeah.
disgusting.
You just go on Google Images and you get the idea.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh man, especially this one. Shit.
Oh God. You're looking up faces right now.
No, I mean you can see the entire thing. So I mean, if you go bottom up, you're like,
Hmm.
yeah. And then as you, as soon as you go past the neck, you're like, shit, man.
Friend of mine always says that's why you turn the lights off. It's like,
Yeah. I mean, what would the opposite of a butterface be? Someone with a pretty face and an ugly body,
yeah. I mean,
a butter body, and I
butter
think,
body.
yeah. I mean, if you could choose between the two, I think I go for the butterface. Fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, makeup goes a long way. Makeup goes a long way, and a body you can easily fix by going to the gym and things like that. I mean, even as a guy, I mean, you can have a butter body. Yeah, but a face is way harder to fix, man. Way harder. It's like, I have to choose.
Hmm.
That's a good one. Face or body?
That's
Depends. Okay, what is a horrible body?
Okay, we're talking about someone who's obese,
She could lose weight, but she has.
but will she?
Yeah, but will she? Will she? Who knows? I don't. Yeah, but I mean, with the face, like, will she get plastic surgery? I don't think she will. No one will.
Okay, let me see. No, I think I go for the butterface up to a point. Of course, she's got a horrible face, and
I mean,
yeah,
you want to be able to introduce her to your parents. Like, you don't want to bring shame upon the family. It's like, by God, what did you bring in?
right. Oh man. I mean, I'm looking at some examples where you go like, yeah, no.
Mm. We're doing it completely wrong, by the way. Like, the Cappy way of life is, you don't go for the women. They have abs. Here we are talking about actually dating. Sorry, boomer.
I know, right? Well, he's been with the same woman for what, 8, 9 years now?
10.
10, yeah. Hmm.
10. People are still surprised about that.
Why is that? Because he's an asshole.
Probably.
Yeah,
Probably.
I happen to know the GF. She's really sweet.
I heard she can bake very good cookies.
I haven't tried them yet, but she has good taste in whiskey. That's for
Really?
sure. Yeah.
Didn't know that. Didn't know that. But how is your degree and everything going? I mean, are you looking at the finish line yet, or?
Nah, not yet, man. I was working on this fucking shit last night. Just homework, dude. It's just pages of
Whoa.
it. Pages of it. You know what a chemical engineer does? Uh, not not a lot of people know exactly what they do. They hear chemical engineer and they think chemistry because
Mm-hmm.
well, freaking word is there, but we don't do much of that. You know, instead of working in a lab wearing a coat, we work in plants wearing a helmet.
Really?
We're a glorified plumbers, I like to say.
That's not a bad thing. I mean, I always thought that chemical engineers were more into, like, indeed the chemicals and more in the pharmaceutical industry. Or is that
We
more of a medical engineer?
no, I mean you can go into bio if you want, or bio or medical. What we do is we upscale a production.
Really?
Say, yeah. So say you're a baker and you can bake one cake per day. If you
Mm-hmm.
want to open a business and you want to be able to bake 50 cakes per day,
Mm-hmm.
so you will go to a chemical engineer who will make that process automatic and bigger.
Really?
Yeah, same with say fuel.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we can okay, I have this really small plant and we can produce X amount of gallons. We want 10 times as much. What do we do? Mechanical engineer helps you with that.
Oh, really? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
it's a force multiplier for your production, pretty much.
Oh, that's not a bad thing.
We're
But,
kind of like accountants, but for mass and energy. What comes in must also come out in a
well, I
plant.
mean, that's balance, right? That's just karma. I
Yeah,
mean, this is a highly looked upon economic channel.
yeah,
It's all people come here for. Economics. Nothing else. But I mean,
right.
you just mentioned the plumber and things like that. But did you know that on average, your average plumber has more money than the average doctor?
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, my cousin's husband, that guy is a plumber. He has his own company now, and I'm not gonna say he's rich because he's not, but he's supporting a family of two, and he has they have their own house, and they're doing okay.
Like, he's set for.
Yeah, he said, man. He said if he was single, he would be doing even better financially. But of course, he's got a family,
Hmm.
right? So I don't see plumbing as something bad, you know.
No,
No.
absolutely not. Like, seriously, I know, because I grew up in the truck driving industry.
Mm,
But I mean, the harshest guys you will ever meet. Absolutely. These guys are just brass. They really don't care about anything but the work. Don't come up to them with feelings. It won't matter to them. It's just like, where do I need to go? How do you want it done? Fine, we'll do it. But for all their so-called lack of education, they've got it made. Because they don't do lifestyle inflation. I don't know if you know the book, what's it called? Millionaire Next Door. It talks about that.
Okay.
It talks about how the first generation of wealth is mostly produced by, let's say, parents who were plumbers, carpenters, roof builders, things like that. And of course, they would want their children to do better, and we're going to send them off to college, and that's going to work out fine. My daughter is going to be a lesbian poetry major. She's going to make it. Nothing will happen to her. 5 years later, she comes back with this horrible septum piercing and shaved off hair. But I digress. Apparently, what happens to the kids is that they fall into lifestyle inflation. They study law, things like that. But because of their fellow students who are all about that lifestyle, they burn away their parents' money. They just burn away their family's money.
Right. I know a lot of truck drivers. Well, I don't know them, but I deal with them. Because I work in the service industry, and they're cool people, man. They're cool. But it's true. The problem with these guys are, whatever. They always say, I don't want my children to go through what I did. And my question is, why not?
Let them suffer.
Yeah, why not?
Oh my God. If I ever have children, God bless their soul, they will suffer. I mean, not on the psychological level as I did, but they will go to the gym as soon as they can. Like, as soon as it's responsible, because there's been a bit of a debate about that. Some say 12, some say 16, but other than that, they will not get money from me. Maybe a small allowance just to, keep them alive and things like that, or when they want to go somewhere. But they will be sat down and wisdom will be brought upon them. Like, this is a €5 bill. You can spend it now and have nothing, or you can wait. And next week, because allowance, you will have 10. And if you don't spend that, compound effect, things like that, learn them about investment, whatever, but do not give it to them.
Are you going to pay their way through college, Jack?
I thought about that. Like, if I would have them, would I pay their way? The only reason I would pay for their college is when it's a legitimate subject they study. That's the only reason I would do it. So let's say I have a son and he wants to become a physical therapist, or he wants to become an engineer and something like that. Then I would say, you know what? Fine. However, I would be very, very, I would have a very strong opinion about them leaving home. And what I mean by that is most of the students in the Netherlands who leave the house and live on their own, all live on their own by student debt. They take out a loan to pay their rent. So that's not going to happen. Mm-hmm. That's not going to happen. It's going to be like, fine if you want to go to college, but over my dead body that you will live in a dorm room. That is overpriced because your fellow students voted left and printed off more money and caused inflation. It's like, no, we're not going to do that.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't pay for their college. Yeah,
why
I
not?
wouldn't. I don't want them to be spoiled.
That's true.
I'm paying my way through college. So I want them to do the same. If there is a college to begin with when that time comes,
That's true.
Freaking that they're a failed institution, and I don't see them around. I don't think they're going to be around 30 years from now.
No, I think most of it will be digital. Most of it will be online.
Right.
I don't know how it's going in the States, but in the Netherlands, it's I have the feeling it's the last twitch. Like when somebody dies, the corpse is still twitching, and I'm getting the feeling like the corpse of education is giving its last twitches of no, we need you to come in, and then the second lockdown comes and it's like, oh, well, I guess we're homeschooling again. Or is that homeschooling or more digital schooling?
I guess still homeschooling, right?
Nah. By God, I don't know how many coworkers and fellow students you have with kids, but the amount of coworkers I had who were complaining about their kids being home is just abysmal.
Oh, yeah.
Like, really? You're going to complain about that? Like, I still get home with my kids. Shouldn't that be great?
I know, right?
I mean, I don't have them, I know, but still. A friend of mine, he's got a 1-year-old. Absolutely amazing. The kid is learning to walk. And you can already see in his face that he's trying to mess with people. You can see it in his face where he just looks at you like, I know that you think I'm an innocent child, but I'm not.
You see the spark of fucker in his eyes.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It's just absolutely great to look at those kids like developing and things like that. And here people are complaining about, I don't want my damn kids to be around me. Why did you have them? Why?
Right?
But don't ask that. Don't ask that, Athem. How dare we? How dare we ask that?
I have a coworker. She took a week off. Yeah, and her schedule was set up in a way that she was gonna come. She was gonna have like 7 days off. Then she was gonna work 1 day. Then she was gonna be off 2 days after that day of work. So it didn't make sense. We thought just take the day off, and she didn't. She was at work early that day, and we're like, "What the hell? We told you to stay home." She was like, "No, I've been home with my son for a week. I can't stand him anymore. I need to come here." I was like, "What?"
Wow, wow! And that was a just born kid.
No. Well, to be fair, the kid is 9. Yeah, he's 9.
Yeah, that's when lack of parenting starts showing.
Yes, yes, I agree. I mean, and he's not a bad kid. I know the kid. He was actually hanging out at work yesterday. We were talking about Among Us. I was showing him how to install Steam on his laptop.
Nice.
Oh, what have I done?
Oh yeah, I can imagine. Like, are you in Rob's Discord? Where we sometimes
am. Yeah. No, I am, but no one else is.
We are. I mean, we usually play after Rule 0.
Okay, so how do I get into one of these games? Because I mean, do you announce it in that Discord or what?
Or is it? Wait, you're in Rob's Discord, right?
Yeah, the empty one.
Hold on, because there's another one. I'll fix it. For
All
you.
right, cool.
No worries. I'll fix it for you. Let's do some super chats real quick.
Yeah,
Starstream 1540. Look it up, Athem. Yeah, indeed, Athem. Look that up.
Yes.
Let's see. Ice Nose for $2 says, "Say, Jack, is any one of those ships Pete Hines?" No. No, unfortunately it isn't. You know who Pete Hines is, Athem?
Sounds Dutch.
Yeah, it pretty is much. He went through what's the English translation of Kaap de Goede Hoop? Let's look that up real quick.
Yeah, look it up.
That is no. As you can see, a very professional podcaster. Very, very
right.
Cape of Good Hope. So Pete Hines sailed across the Cape of Good Hope, and he was one of the first guys to do that. And he was Dutch, and he's well known in the Netherlands. He's one of the great sailors in the East Indian Trading Company time.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. When was this? 1600s. 1612. First. It's so long ago since I looked this up. But no, the ships aren't from Pete Hine. I have two ships from Pirates of the Caribbean. One is the Black Pearl. The other one is the Queen's Anne's Revenge. And the other ones are all, or most of them are, the 1990s pirate Lego ships. And I have the 2010, I believe. You can see it here. Up there. Not the big one. That's the Imperial flagship. Released in 2010.
Queen Anne's Revenge. That's a Blackbird, isn't it?
Yeah, Blackbeard ship.
Speaking of which, do you know Blackbird's flag?
Yeah, Rob has it on the shirt.
Oh, also okay. I'm gonna hang that flag on that wall.
Nice.
I think it's a cool flag.
Mm. Yeah, it has a certain name. I can't remember the name. It's not the Jolly Roger. That's the general pirate flag.
Right. Let me see if it's. It says Edward Teach.
Yeah,
Edward Teach Blackbird. Yeah, pirate flag. That's how they sell it as.
Mm. Rob has it on a shirt. Ice Snows for $5. Elber Gun. Ha ha ha. Athem, you're funny. I like the Japanese name. Yonokomo Tukakita. What does that mean?
Oh man. That sounds Japanese, but it means nothing in Japanese, I'm assuming. In Spanish it means I don't eat your feces. So it's yeah, they're playing with words. Same with the nickname I have in here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, where does Elber Gun come from?
That's yeah. Juan is laughing because he gets it. In Spanish, it sounds as. I mean, can we say that?
I don't know.
Well, here we're gonna get demonetized.
Watch us wreck this whole man's career.
Yeah, I know, right? Aaron mentioned it in another podcast before, because another Mexican guy read it and he was laughing his ass off. It means the guy with the big dick.
Oh,
yeah.
That's nothing to be ashamed about.
No, I know, right? But sounds like English, right? Albert Gunn. But if you say that in front of a Mexican guy, he's gonna laugh.
Oh wow! But does it mean that when I say Albert Gunn, am I saying I the big dick or the other guy?
Yeah, you're talking about someone else.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
No.
so I mean, it's a inside joke that I have with other Mexicans, right? When we when we
the law and such.
No, when we go play bowling. That's the name I put in my we have a screen and top that says our names. I used to put Albert Gunn, and then of course my American friends are like, Albert Gunn? What's Albert Gunn? If there's another Mexican present, they're usually laughing. Yeah, it sounds funny.
You go bowling with your friends? That's neat.
I know, right?
Yeah, I mean, we have a bowling yard around here. It's not even that far away from here, but it just, you know that feeling where you want to do something, you ask them, and they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna do that," and then nothing happens.
Yeah, I know. Hey, by the way, so you have the Rona, do you?
I had it. Or
interesting.
I think I still have it. Which,
how come you're not dead?
I don't know. I've been wondering about that. I've been in a dilemma ever since they diagnosed me with COVID, and I'm like, okay, so this is the end then. Now I will be dying. But apparently I'm still alive, even though I got flowers from everybody and cards and things like that. Like, I really didn't know what to do with it. Like, from my job, like at work, they sent me flowers. I'm like,
wow. What kind of flowers?
Oh, just a bouquet. Just a big bouquet.
What color were they?
All kinds. Orange, pink, yellow, you name it.
And well, that's in my eyes, that's not bad. I mean,
no, I mean, I like the gesture, but I'm just not used to it.
Well,
It's
I've
like,
never received flowers. I know what you mean, but I mean, at least they were not white.
no, oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, okay, man, thanks. I guess.
Yeah, like I'm not dead.
Yeah.
But that was my first thought because they like what was it? Friday night, 7:30 p.m. Somebody knocked on the door and I was like, what the hell is this? And all of a sudden there's this guy with a giant bouquet and he's like, oh, are you him and him? I'm like, yeah, that's me. Well, this is yours. I'm like, what? Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Interesting.
And I just looked at it. I'm like, but I'm not dying. Why are you giving me this? Like, I couldn't make the connection. Maybe I'm socially awkward or something.
Mm.
But I just had, guys, I'm not dying. It's just the flu. But if you watch the news and things like that, it's
Right.
all people are dying, women are crying,
Yeah,
the
I
whole
know,
world's
right?
going to hell. But how are you?
I've known quite a few people that got it, and all of them were fine, man.
Most of the people who were dying had other issues.
Hmm. Right. There was this case. They talked about it a lot. It was a Russian bodybuilder,
Hmm.
and he was in his early 30s, and he freaking died from it. And of course, I had my one of my sisters. Oh my God! Look, he was healthy, and he died from it. He was young, and I asked her, what did he do? Oh, he was a bodybuilder, a Russian bodybuilder. So I put two and two together. Russian bodybuilder.
That's not very healthy.
Yeah, I
That-
wonder what his cardiovascular condition was.
oh man, bodybuilders
Because
hate cardio.
well, I suspected from the get go, it's like this guy must have been on steroids or something, for a long time, and he abused him, and his heart was fucked.
Mhm.
That of course,
Mo-
there's no way for me to prove it, but that was my first suspicion.
Mhm. Well, you're not wrong to think that. A lot of those bodybuilders, well, get a heart attack from either lack of cardiovascular work or just abuse of steroids. You know Rich Piana?
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course.
I mean, it's not my type. Far from it. I don't like his work or anything. I mean, I have a certain respect for it because, well, he made a profit out of it. I mean,
Right.
I commend you. It's just not, not my thing. He died. Apparently, was snorting cocaine and doing roids. Yeah, that's gonna work.
Right. I mean, if you're abusing them your entire life, yeah, your heart's gonna be fucked.
Oh man, you know how he looks, right?
Hmm?
If he would say he's natural, I mean, by God, man, piss
Yeah.
off.
Nah. Yeah. I know. I mean, I have nothing against steroids. I'm actually pro steroids.
I have been thinking about TRT when I'm 40.
Right. Yeah, and I will argue that's not necessarily performance enhancing.
No.
Yeah. I mean, of course, it's a steroid because it's freaking testosterone, but you're doing it so you can keep a threshold.
Yeah, I mean,
you're not doing it so you go over the threshold.
No, but I mean, we live in a society where it's absolutely normal to advocate for female hormones, and then a man shows up. He's like, "Well, I lack in testosterone, and I'd like to get that fixed." Right,
right. Yeah, I know.
Down.
Well, testosterone is the devil.
Yeah, absolutely. We are a spawn of Satan. We are the P-night people, and the P-night people should not have anything in their benefit. Nope. We should not have that. Evil P-night people. And I'm even white. I mean, I'm worse off than you. It's like you have you, who's a P-night people, but you're Mexican.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
that can be forgiven.
Yeah, I have victim points.
Yeah, I don't have victim points. I mean, I'm the worst of the worst. It's like, who? And I'm European as well. Mega privileged. How dare we? How dare I?
Well, I mean, you would be worse if you were American.
Yeah.
You would be more privileged. Not by far, not by a lot.
No, not really by a lot. But I mean, I'm 5'11" / 6 foot, and I'm white, and I'm not in debt. So, and I'm not anything Bulbasaur sexual like.
Right.
So, it's like minus victim points. It's like in the future when I show up at the desk of the government, it's like, you're a minus victim. You're one of those guys, aren't you? Well, to the camps then. It's like, no. Tolerance camps. You remember that from South Park?
No, I didn't watch a lot of South Park.
It's a great episode where Mr. Garrison wants to be fired because he's gay.
Okay.
And that's when Mr. Slave is introduced as well. And he goes overboard with his gayness. He goes overboard with that. And the parents of the kids are wondering, and they figure out that their kids aren't tolerant enough, so they send them to tolerance camp.
Okay.
And you have all these Nazi guards around there. Make them finger paint. And it has to be a tolerance finger painting. And then like the main guard shows up. He's like, "What's you making?" "A bear." "I'm bear! That's not tolerant! That's not tolerant at all! Do it again!" And he rips up the paper and he holds a gun to, I think it's Stan. He holds up a gun to Stan's hand. "Faster! Faster!" And then Stan is done. "What did you make?" "A picture of all people of all colors holding hands." "Good. Now do it again." It's like, oh God.
Do it again. Yeah, I watched a couple episodes. They were funny. Yeah.
Oh man, that episode is great.
Yeah, maybe we should go and watch them all.
I mean, why not? I mean, you've got, and I've been thinking about that. Like, you've got things financially covered, right? I mean, you're not in a horrible, disastrous situation, right?
No, I'm doing fine.
I mean, then why not spend your leisure time watching South Park?
Because there's not a lot of leisure time to begin with.
Yeah. There isn't, or there is?
No, there isn't.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when you have it, because I've got things, like I've got a system set up that pretty much guarantees the financial safety right now.
Mm-hmm.
But it gives up, I mean, you get a lot of free time. Like the last 10 years, I kind of build it up, and now I have leisure time. And it's like, oh, yeah, what do I do? Because I still have the job, but I don't have to work 40 hours a week.
Right.
Because I don't have much spending or expenditure, whatever you want to call it. But then when you have off days, well, not everybody has them, so you can't always do things with other people because they have a 40-hour work week. It's like,
right.
Yeah, what you gonna do? Yeah, well, you got things set up, and it's like, maybe I should actually write more or things like that. But by God, man, I don't know how Cappy does it. All the writing, it's like, oh.
Yeah, I know. I just can't. I can't stand. I mean, sit in front of a TV and not. I have something displayed to me and not interact with it. I get uneasy. Yeah.
It's so rough because you feel like you're not performing. It's like, I have not earned this. I need to do something more. But then you go to the list, and then you look at the list and you're like, well, I've done that, I've done that, and I've done that. Like, that's done. I am really done for today. It's like,
yeah. See, I don't have that. You and Cappy have, where you cannot turn it off. You are always going, right? I don't have that. You know, I can chill. The thing is that I can chill a lot if I want to. The thing is,
smoking cigars, banging girls.
Yeah. For example, I cannot watch a movie, right, for 2 hours. I get uneasy. But I can play video games for 5 hours easily because I'm interacting with what's going on.
I mean, what are you playing?
Right now, I'm playing only 2 video games. When I have the time, I play Helldivers.
I've heard about it.
Helldivers. And the other one is Black Ops 3, which came out like 5 years ago.
Nice. I mean, it's always nice when you have a game that just stands the test of time. Which you can just keep playing.
That's usually what I do. I find a game that I really like, and I play that game for years until another one that I like more comes out. which
I'm
doesn't
still,
happen often.
well, yeah, indeed. I mean, you have to savor the moment, I guess, with some games. I bought the Super Mario 3D All Stars pack for the Switch,
Okay,
and
how's
it's
that?
like it's great. It's like the fourth time I played Super Mario 64. It's just great. Just is a great game. Mechanics, everything works. Camera is a bit annoying, but I mean, what do you
Mm.
want? It's a Nintendo 64 game.
I
First time.
remember that game.
Mhm.
Yeah, I finished it with 100% in 3 days when I was a kid.
It's easily doable.
Yeah,
That was the great. I mean, if you go further back to the 16-bit era or the 8-bit era, if you were good at it, you could finish those games within 45 minutes. I
oh
was
yeah.
able at a certain point to finish Mega Man 2 within 45 minutes
Holy crap, Mega
because
Man 2.
because I spent so many hours failing that game.
Yeah,
But at a certain point, you just get the pattern. It's like trial and error. You get the pattern, and then you just walk right through it.
right. Yeah, my mom got me Mega Man 2. I remember.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
So yeah, I was somewhat spoiled.
Oh, same here. Same
Yeah.
here. But everything I got in material, I lacked in emotional. It's like
Okay.
pick your poison. Like,
Yeah,
here's a
I
Nintendo.
guess.
I'm off sleeping on the couch, being well under the influence. It's like, okay, at least I got a Nintendo. It's like,
Yeah,
God,
in my case, I mean, I didn't experience anything like super traumatic, but my dad was not around that much.
nah,
He was always working.
same here.
Yeah.
My dad was. I mean, I'm thankful for it because he made everything possible.
Right.
And well, through the years, as I got older, I got more involved into his work and things like that.
Mm.
And then you see a bit behind the scenes what he does, and then you realize, oh yeah. However, some of them can go too far, where they just drown themselves in work.
Yeah. And I can tell. I mean, I understand why he did it, man. I mean, he, of course, he had a family, and not only
Mhm.
that, he really liked to work. I guess I got that from him because I'm the same way now. If
Mhm.
I can work extra hours and make more money, I'll do it. Like
Mm.
yesterday, my the coworker who was supposed to replace me,
Mhm.
she got sick, right? So I ended up working 12 hours,
Oh God.
which is great because it was a holiday, so you already get double pay, and then on top
Oh,
of that, you got overtime.
nice. You had
So
a holiday yesterday?
yeah, Veterans Day.
Oh, Veterans Day.
Yeah.
Oh,
So they asked me, I was like, hell yeah, I'll work.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, why not? I did that with when I still worked at customer service of that post order company. Christmas, sure, I'll work double pay. New Year's Day, sure. The other one, like the day before New Year's Day,
New
with
Year's
us
Eve.
is it?
Hmm.
Yeah, New Year's Eve, but you didn't have to work the evening. Double pay, fine.
Hmm.
Like, what's the other one? I don't know if you guys have it, but it's the one before Easter. I don't know if you guys have that. Let me check that real quick.
Let me see.
We call it Pinksteren. Pentecost. Pentecost.
Oh, no, I don't. Is that a Catholic thing?
I don't know. I have no idea. But it's called Pentecost. It's 2 days as well, but like nothing happens. It's not some giant celebratory thing. 200% pay. Fine. I'll do it.
Oh yeah,
I'm not really a family person anyway, so it's like with
same.
Easter, yeah, with Easter we have that weird Easter breakfast thing, but when I don't have a girlfriend, I don't have to visit family-in-law and things like that, and I'm like,
Mm,
okay, fine, I'll work 200% because those days at work are the easiest
nice.
because everybody's celebrating a holiday that they don't even know what they're celebrating in.
Right. For me, it's the opposite. Those days are usually a little bit busier. So I'm in the service industry,
Mm,
but
yep.
I like the money. So
Yeah, I mean, always look forward.
yeah, for example, Christmas and New Year's, I always try to work those.
Hmm
because I mean, it makes no sense to me. Okay, we got from we got from December 31st to January 1st. Big fucking deal. I'll just
Yeah.
work. Yeah.
I mean, the parties can be nice. They can be. But if you're not going to one, I mean, why not? Plus, I mean, I don't know with you, but my workday is kind of from 9 to 5.
Mm,
Who's celebrating it from 9 to 5?
right.
No one.
Right.
Yet you get double pay. It's like, okay, sure, I'll do it. Fine.
Yeah. Mine. Well, before school started was from 11 p.m. till 3 p.m. the next day.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, I was working like 16 hours a day, but that was before the semester started. Obviously, now with school, I cannot do that anymore. So I'm just working 40 to 50 hours a week.
Oh, God, man.
Uh,
That's just harsh. Let's see super chats real quick. Ice Snows for $5. Pete Hine was more successful, I would argue, than Sir Francis Drake. Who's Francis Drake again? He paid my hometown a visit back in the 1620s. Nice. Now, I just think it's cool that the Dutch have a representation worldwide. It's just like, yeah, we have a pretty cool history. Let's see. Aaron Clary, new guy, thank you. Hey, you schmoes, I appreciate your help. That's why I'm donating this money to myself. Well, thank you.
How generous, right?
How generous of you. Well, to be blunt, 30% of that is going to YouTube. So you're just paying YouTube, Clary.
Oh, well.
Oh, well. YouTube thanks you, Aaron. Yeah, by the way, all the super chats are still going to Clary. No worries, guys. Let's see. Was Clary's the last one? No. Let's see. Starscream 1540. Hey, Jack, with the anti-white attitude in South Africa, do you think the Netherlands would or could take back the Dutch Afrikaners? No, I don't think they can. And I'm not going to delve too much into that. There are a couple of things on the internet I stay away from, and that's one of them. It's like, nope. You
reminded me of this Romanian girl that I met once, and when I first met her, I told her this. I probably shouldn't have gone there, but this is a topic of interest to me.
Mm-hmm.
I asked her, Vlad Tepes, hero or villain? And she said, I'm not going to answer that question.
Like Vlad the Impaler?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a national hero, man. Do not F with that guy.
No. So I asked her, hero or villain? And she said, I'm not going to answer that question. So I said, oh, okay. But I thought, oh, hero. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, we got it. We got it. Oh, man. I just love to make those jokes with if you ever date a Romanian girl or whatever. Romanians, though, like, I dated two. Banged, to be very blunt. One of them really is in my top 10 body-wise. Nice. Like, by God, man, like these firm, large. Just, good. One of my first Tinder dates, even.
Romanian, huh? Yeah. I used to hang out with a bunch of Romanians a few years ago. They're pretty cool.
Pretty neat folk.
Pretty chill, yeah.
Let's see. Starstream 1540 again with the $5. How mutually intelligible are Dutch and Africans between each other? I don't know. No experience. I don't know Dutch who know Africans, and I don't know Africans who know Dutch. So no idea. No, hold on. I do. My father went to Africa. He had a great time. He wants to go back. He keeps saying that. Like, I'm going back. I'm going back, he says. It's like, okay, well, cool. I always thought he wanted to go to Italy, but no, he wants to go to Africa. It's like, why not? He's called a Mombasa.
Mombasa.
Yeah, it's called just African for white man, something like that.
Oh, okay.
Mombasa. Well, he is. He is pretty white. I mean, I look pale, but mostly because of the lighting. Let's see. There we go. Yeah. No, but the Romanians, yeah, I mean, indeed. When you talk about Vlad the Impaler, you can just make all kinds of horrible jokes.
Yeah, I could tell. I mean, she could have said I mean, she didn't answer the question because I felt she was gonna. She thought he was a hero. She just doesn't want to go there because she had just met me. So I understand.
I just keep saying Vlad is misunderstood.
I actually like him, but that's maybe we shouldn't go there.
I mean, he only impaled the guys who were invading. It's like, hey, I
know,
didn't
right?
come to you. You came to me. Like, could you blame him?
No, I mean,
In all
someone.
honesty.
If you have home invaders, you shoot them dead. I mean,
Well, I
I'm
didn't
sorry.
really.
You should stop the threat. That's the language you should.
Yeah,
be
you
using.
should. You should stop the threat. That's a
Yeah.
good way of saying it.
Yeah, it's the same with chemistry. We don't say explosives. We say energetic materials. Yeah.
I mean, he's not wrong. I'm just saying. I mean, I won't wear a T-shirt saying "Free Vlad" or anything, but it is up for debate. It is up for debate. Like, who was wrong? Who was wrong here? And especially in European history, I mean, we've been at each other's throats for years, centuries,
Right.
even.
And you're all cousins.
No, the royalties are.
Right. Well, yeah, that's what I meant.
I mean, you're not. I mean, there is truth to that joke. Truth to that joke. I'm not even hiding it anymore. There's truth to that joke. No, but seriously, because Spain married. No, hold on. England married one of the Dutch, who apparently was a cousin from Switzerland, who again was also an uncle or whatever from England, and then it all turned out to be one incestuous family, and they just kept going. European royal family, am I right?
No wonder they're kind of crazy.
No, and a lot of Dutch married the Germans. It's even in our national anthem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it really is. There is a sentence in there that refers to German blood.
No sentences about bicycles.
No,
No,
or
okay.
wooden shoes, weed, blonde hair, big tits. You'd be surprised.
Those are important.
Yeah, well, absolutely. You'd be surprised, though. A friend of mine a while back, he said, "Look at this, Jack. You always complaining that women have small tits. The average cup size in the Netherlands is a D cup." I'm like, yeah, but the average weight of the Dutch female is the same as mine. So,
yeah.
And they're 10 centimeters shorter. It's like, that doesn't count.
We're talking about really high densities here. It's not good.
No. That be not good. You know how hard it is to find a girl who works out?
Very hard.
It is. Because if they do work out, they're on Instagram or whatever, and we're already taken for it. But by God. Just a simple girl who's like, yeah, I work out too. I watch my weight. Like, oh, wow. And I don't post it on Instagram.
Oh yeah, that's important as well.
Yeah, I mean, you just can't stop them.
Oh man, speaking of working out, I've gained a few pounds ever since I started going out with the main plate. She's a good cook, man.
Really?
Yeah, Mexican food is really good.
That's how they get you.
Yeah,
they pamper you.
I know.
Yeah, it's horrible. I told you about the half Brazilian girl I dated, right?
Refresh my memory.
Okay, so that's my last LTR. So the last girl who was my who was my girlfriend. She was half Brazilian. Wanting to fatten me up every time. I cooked for you. I make this for you. I did that for you. I'm like, honey, remember, I work out for a reason. But you like chocolate, right?
Oh, man.
She made me brownies just for the silliest of reasons. Bought me chocolate bars. Made me food just because she wanted to. I was never allowed in the kitchen. Never. It's like, that's my place. Don't you dare take my job from me.
It's the same thing with this one. It's not a bad thing, but I told her last night, look, I'm going to start my meal plan again, and you are going to help me out. See, it's now she feels involved, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You have to do that. You have
Yeah,
to
I mean,
do
you can still cook for me, but now it happens to be bison instead of beef, and it's gonna be chicken and
that.
tuna.
You eat bison?
Yeah,
Nice. That's pretty
bison's good.
expensive, right?
Oh yeah, it's a little pricey, but I can
It's
afford it.
worth it. It's
Oh
worth
yeah,
it.
yeah. It's very lean, not a lot of fat.
Ooh, nice. I like the
So
fattier meats though.
no, me too. But since I gained a few pounds, and and I have lost a lot of weight before, I know what I'm kind of know what I'm doing now. Bison is the way to go, and for the most part, I stay away from the fatty cuts.
Mm.
For the most part, I still have them once in a while.
Well,
Yeah,
it depends really. Like you could do it if you keep your carbs in check, but then you get more
yeah,
of a paleo version of the diet. That's higher
yeah.
fat and lower in carbs. But
Right,
then it really depends on personal taste. One isn't better than the other.
right, exactly. Yeah, we can go for hours and saying one why one is better than the other, but the truth is, hey, if you like more carbs than fat, go for it,
Yeah, Stan
or vice
Efferding
versa. No.
from the Vertical Diet. You know what he always says? Compliance is the science.
Hmm.
If you can stick, what's the best diet?
The
The
one
one you
can
can
stick to.
stick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that really is. Like I like the fattier meats, so I cut out the carbs
Hmm.
because I prefer the fattier meats. Like we have at our local Chinese, we have this dish called bami panggang.
Hmm.
It's just pork belly bacon,
Oh, okay, gotcha.
all these strips. It's so good. It
I love
is
pork, man.
so good. I mean, I don't often eat pork. Rarely do I eat pork. No, wait a minute. I'm lying. I have bacon every morning. By God, man. I rarely eat pork. I eat it every morning. By God.
Never
But
mind.
I mean the real thick, like pork meat. As
Mm.
a normally that's beef or things like that. But by God, man, is it good? Pork belly bacon.
Yeah, I really like pulled pork sandwiches. Those are really good.
Oh yeah. I don't like the sandwich part, but the pulled pork. Oh.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's a Subway. I don't know. Whatever. But I had one when I was in Vegas with Chad and Cappy, along with a baked potato and I don't know what else. They were always surprised at the amount of food I eat.
Yeah, I have that too. I have that too. Like we went for my birthday. We went to a all you can eat spare ribs restaurant. So
Mm.
you get 3 rows of spare ribs in the first round, and then the
Mm.
waitress comes up and he's like, "Oh, would you like another one?" And what they mean by that is, do you want one more row? So I looked at her. I'm like, "What do you mean another one?" She's like, "Well, one more row." I'm like, "No, I want one more plate." She's like, "What? I mean, this is all you can eat, right?" Yeah, well, yes, I would like another plate. She just looks at me in horror, like, what? Because I don't know if you've ever seen a picture, but I'm not that big. Like I'm not very broad
No,
or
right.
anything.
You're a thin guy. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Hmm.
I'm rather slim, actually. I mean, I've got the V taper a bit, but other than that, I'm not this huge jack guy.
Mm.
But later on, at the end of the evening, I asked her, like, why were you so surprised? I wanted another plate. She's like, I've seen guys bigger than you with a far larger mouth, as in, like, they're far more verbal about it, eat way less than you. So, yes, I was very surprised. I'm like, yeah, well, pussies, I guess. Never seen a real man.
I know, right?
Oh, but it's insane. Again, with the truck drivers as well, with the guys I grew up with. Like my brother didn't work out or anything, could easily eat more than I can. It's insane. It's just
What?
utterly insane. I remember being introduced to the triple Whopper from Burger King,
Hmm.
and I was so amazed by it. Like this thing is huge, and when you've eaten it, you're so full. Very first time I talked to my brother after being introduced to that thing, he's like, "Yeah, I had that together with a long chicken and a large fries." I'm like, "What? How do you function?
Is he bigger than you?
No. Well, he is larger, if you know what I mean.
Mhm.
I mean, he's just as tall as I am, I think. Yeah, he's just as tall as I am, but he's like 30 kilos more, something like that.
Oh, okay. That's
And
a
not
lot.
from working out. That is just
Right.
food. That is just food popping in there. We're gonna take a real quick break. You okay with that? Gonna grab some coffee.
Yeah, go for it, man.
Okay, be back real quick.
While he comes back, I'll take care of my cigar here. Let's see. Juan says you're up pretty early, Athem. Yeah, I know. I got up at 5:30. Yeah, Jack. Jack asked me if I could join him. He asked me a few days ago, and I asked what time, and he said, "I think what is it, 1 p.m. his time." I was like, "Okay," and I checked what time that was. It was like 6 in the morning here. So I was like, "Oh shit." And no, I'm not gonna sing. I should get Chad on so he sings. See a lot of Latino friends here. That's cool. Yeah, Cappy is sick or something like that. So he'll be back in a few days. What hot sauce do you homemade habanero sauce? That's my favorite.
There, back.
Welcome back.
Indeed, it isn't Cappy. The stream has been stolen. Mutiny! Mutiny. Done. What did I miss? Not much, did I? No, not me.
No,
But-
just chit chatting with the chat.
Oh, yeah, as it's supposed to do. Did you sing? That's tradition, right?
Yeah, I sang a Mexican song. Nah, I didn't.
La Cucaracha?
Like, God.
That's the
Yeah,
only Mexican song I know.
that's funny.
I know. It's a cultural appropriation, right?
Only if you sing it. If I sing it, it's okay.
Okay. Yeah, we've been getting that more and more in the Netherlands as well.
Really? Okay.
It's oh, by the way, we have 69 viewers. Just pointing it out.
Oh, 69, dude.
Yes. We're such children. No, but there's more and more coming to the Netherlands. It's one party right now that's doing that. They're very much about quotas and representation and the feminization and
It's funny how this fucking bullshit spreads out, man. Because it's also getting to Mexico. You know, we're also seeing our version of fat, angry woman with pink color hair. You know,
general gender studies.
yeah, we're getting a lot of that now, but we didn't like 4 years ago. I mean, yeah, you saw them here and there, but not not at the same magnitude you see them now. So yeah, I would say that the world is like 4 to 6 years behind the U.S. in fuckery.
Well, you'd think that in the United States it would be worse.
Is it worse though? What is it worse compared to the U.S.?
I have no idea.
Yeah, well, yeah, me neither.
No,
I mean the epicenter, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. But the thing is, like in the Netherlands, it's just one, maybe two parties who are starting to have a narrative about this crap. And nobody really takes them seriously. Some of the students do, but it's like, for the most part, these ideas get shunned in Parliament.
Let's see.
Because they're very hypocritical as well. Because the party who advocates for it the most only has white people on the list. It's like, not so very representative, is it?
No. Yeah, just fuckery. That's all it is.
Yeah. Speaking about, no, I got something going on Twitter. Never mind. But how is your workout regimen going, by the way?
Right now, the last 2 weeks, I haven't done anything.
Anything?
Yeah, my power rack is staring at me like with disappointment.
Oh yeah, I know the feel. No, I mean I have a deload week every 3 weeks, but this time I just felt like taking 2. I mean, I have that every year around November, where it's just like I don't feel like doing it. I'm bored with it right now. Like, let me gain some weight, let me gain some fluff, and we'll work it off later on. But now, and you're fighting against the holidays as well. Like we've got December 5th, we've got Sinterklaas. So it's an old Dutch tradition where this guy shows up in his Pope hat and he brings candy and joy and gifts to all. But the supermarkets are over flooded with seasonal candies.
Gotcha.
It's great. Chocolate letters, but technology around chocolate evolved. I don't know what you guys have, but we have this these weird mixtures with chocolate and caramel sea salt, and then 100 variations on that.
It's the the caramel is inside the chocolate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have that here. Yeah,
and we've got, I don't know, spiced biscuit. You know spiced biscuit?
No.
Okay, so it's great. If you guys ever show up in the Netherlands, I'll introduce you to it. It's spiced biscuit. But what they have as well, because they're called pepernoten. And Sinterklaas and his companion Black Pete, they throw that to all the kids when they show up. It's like a big parade, and they share all the candies and things like that. But there's pepernoten with that as well. But now every year they have new variations of pepernoten with chocolate surrounding them. So they're chocolate covered pepernoten, and you have dark chocolate, milk chocolate, white chocolate. But they even went as far as doing, that's my coffee machine, by the way. Don't you love the noise?
No, yeah, I love it.
Professional podcaster right here. But now they have caramel covered pepernoten. They have strawberry shortcake covered pepernoten. Cheesecake, sorry, not shortcake. Stroopwafel covered pepernoten. And for people who don't know what stroopwafel is, it's a Dutch thing as well. What more do they have? They have cappuccino covered pepernoten. It's all these flavors. And then you just show up to the supermarket all up in your own diet, thinking you can do it the best. Like, I will stay on this diet. I can do it. I will maintain my weight. I will stay shredded. And it's nope, not gonna happen. Nope. It only happens one time a year. You're gonna enjoy it all the way through December.
Just ride the lightning, baby.
Oh yeah, just ride that lightning, man. Grow fat in December, because we've got Sinterklaas. we've got Sinterklaas going on, and then you've got all the days counting up to Christmas, where everybody's already a bit like, well, F this. Like, I'm not gonna care about my diet, so everybody's taking up the sweets and taking up the good food. Then you have Christmas itself, which is appetizers, dinner, you name it. Like just gigantic feast of food. And then you have New Year's with the hors d'oeuvres and things like that. So it's just 1 month of gorging. And then you don't feel like training. You just don't. It's like swimming upstream. Like you gorge on all this delicious food, and it's like, nope. You want a deadlift with a full stomach?
Not if you want to spray the wall in front of you with vomit.
Oh no. I mean, I've gained about 10 pounds. No, maybe less. Let's say 7 pounds.
No.
Squatting in a belt feels horrible. It just feels absolutely atrocious. Like your gut sticking out. I mean, you've seen pictures of how I look.
Yeah.
It's not that shredded anymore. It's only 3 kilos, but it's all on the stomach, and then you have to wear that powerlifting belt, and it just feels horrible. It's like, oh.
So you don't look like that Tinder profile picture anymore, huh?
I know, right? Now I know how it feels like.
Catfishing. Oh my God.
I'm fat fishing. I'm not even that fat. But it just feels horrible. It just feels like wearing that belt. It's like, go away. Go away. Like arm work and shoulder work, bench press, that's doable. But the lower body training is just, ugh. I don't know how strongmen do it.
Oh, well, I mean, they're used to it.
Yeah, that's true. They have way more gear on, though. You've ever seen a deadlift suit?
No.
Oh, it's horrible. It is just giant, elastic bathing suit you're wearing to give you a bit.
Oh, I see it.
To give you a bit more advantage when deadlifting. So when you get into position, the suit is already trying to lift you up. They wear that. It's like, ooh.
I'm looking some. What is this guy wearing? This guy has like a. I'll send you the picture because I don't know. No, this doesn't look real.
Yeah, sure.
It's like a regular deadlift suit, but it also has like rubber bands that go from the wrist to the back.
Oh, show me. Send it in the private chat.
Yeah, I will. Hold on, let me.
Here we are teaching these people about lifting. Didn't expect, did you, from Cappy's channel? Did you know he didn't even know what squats were?
He doesn't squat, the fucker.
No. I hike.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I hike. Yeah. Hold on.
I mean, I can imagine his calves are like this. Like these huge.
Well, keep in mind he's a small dude.
Yeah, but I mean, I have a friend like that as well. He's got giant calves, but then his upper legs are like these thin, holding it together twigs.
Yeah, I see. Hold on, let's see. I'll send it to you on the Twitter.
The Twitters. Let's see.
There it is. Yeah. Look at that thing. It's like an exoskeleton.
Oh, wow. I've never seen that before. No, never heard of it.
What is this?
I think that's about rehabilitation.
Yeah. I don't know. I looked up deadlift suit and this came up and I was like, what is this? Let me see. No, it just says full body resistance suit. Never mind. I don't think this is for deadlifting.
Nope. No, that's not for deadlifting. They also have a suit for benching as well. A bench shirt. It's utterly horrible. Absolutely.
That bench press suit. Huh.
I mean, your pecs are being pushed together like that. It's just, ugh.
Oh, I didn't know these things existed.
Yeah, it's called equipped lifting. It's absolutely horrible. They, instead of knee, what's it called again? Knee sleeves, they have knee wraps. So you have this elastic band you can wrap around your knee as tight as possible just to get that small edge. It's insane.
Ooh, I'm looking at a pec injury. Ooh.
Oh, all purple and all like that.
Yeah, the entire chest is purple, man. What the hell? Nope.
We wouldn't want to do that. We wouldn't want to do that. But hey, you just told me about the girl who's been feeding you up. But how about the other one? How's she?
She's how old is she? She's 28. 28.
No. How is she? Like, is she trying to fatten you up as well?
Yeah, she low key she is trying to.
Mm-hmm.
She's cool, man. She's very short, by the way.
Like Aaron's size?
No. She's shorter than that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she's like 5 feet. Yeah, she when she stands like next to me, she's like her head is here.
Aw, that's adorable.
She's pretty cool, man. She's pretty smart.
That's pretty neat. I was talking to Cappy about that yesterday because we were talking about ice cream flavors. And he said, no, you just do chocolate mint. And I'm like, but that's just one flavor. And I told him about the Tonight Dough Ben & Jerry's has. And the Tonight Dough by Ben & Jerry's is just chocked to the brim with all kinds of flavors. Chocolate cookie dough, normal cookie dough, peanut butter cookie dough, brownie flavored whatever, chocolate peanut butter swirl in it. It's just this giant mass of all that is good. And he just lost it. He's like, Jack, ice cream flavors are just like women. You do 1, 2 max, no more. You don't do 18. No, you don't do 7, 8 flavors. I'm like, but 7 or 8 women, that's 14 to 16 tits. Why wouldn't you want that? Just for the once. For the once. You're not going to keep them.
If we're talking about ice cream, I guess my favorite flavor is Rocky Road.
I heard about that.
It's chocolate pretty much with marshmallows.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
I had something else, maybe nuts, but I really like Rocky Road.
I also have nuts.
Well, not that kind of nuts. Yeah.
Check out these nuts. That was a presidential candidate, right? A while back.
Yeah. Was he winning?
No.
I think he was in 3rd place.
He was an independent, I believe.
He got more support than the Libertarian candidate in that state.
I can imagine. I just vote for him for the name. I just vote on him for the name. I mean, America is going a weird way right now.
Oh, it is, man. Everything is politics here.
Like, hey, you wanna go to a restaurant, and then you get the menu, and then you get the Republican side, and it's all gory food, and then you get the Democrat side of the food, and that's all tasty. It's like, now we know.
One of my friends lost it when I mentioned that. Oh yeah, he's a Democrat, of course. And he's like, "Oh, Republicans are despicable." It's like, what are you talking about? My best friends are Republicans. He's like, "What?" Oh my! He acted so disgusted. I was like, "What, man? It's just a fucking ideology."
Yeah, you have an R in front of your name. How dare you? What? You want to keep the people poor, which is absolutely stupid, by the way, because when you're more on the right, you're more for self-sufficiency. Sorry about that. You're more for self-sufficiency, and you want people to be better and to be able to do it themselves. It's like, ugh, by God, man.
Yeah. Anyway, I just that was something my dad always told me. Don't talk about politics, religion, or soccer. Just don't do it.
Oh, did I tell you that? No, I haven't told you that story yet. Like the day before yesterday, one of my plates came by. She didn't want to leave, so I just started talking about politics on purpose. Just on purpose. And it worked.
And-
Just wanted her to leave.
Ah, she left. Okay, I see. Oh, that's another thing. You were asking me about the main plate. She's not a feminist.
She isn't.
No, she's not. No, she's like, oh, I hate those women.
I can imagine.
And of course, she doesn't say this out loud, but she wanted Trump to win. She's
Wow.
Mexican. Yeah, she's Mexican.
Yeah, but he won a lot of the minority vote.
Yeah.
It's insane how much he won of that.
Yeah, I
mean-
think probably the most minority votes of any Republican candidate in history, perhaps. Don't quote me on that, but I think I heard that somewhere.
Yeah, I heard that somewhere too. But it's just fun to see that the whole get more welfare doesn't work anymore.
Right, yeah.
At least not with that demographic. I mean, it's enjoyable to see because we have that in the Netherlands as well, where most of them just get bought. Like, oh, if you vote for us, you'll get more free shit.
Yeah.
And yes, I am reading the chat, by the way. I saw that.
You
look like a Neanderthal, apparently.
I'll think that's a compliment.
Yeah. I mean, Neanderthals are strong and have high testosterone.
Yeah, the last time I checked my testosterone, I forgot what a unit is, but it was close to 800.
It's pretty good.
For a 30-something-year-old guy, that's pretty good, yeah. But that was 3 years ago, though, so I need to check it again.
I've never checked it. To be honest. I never really had complaints, so...
Yeah, well, when I checked it, I was 33, and you are what, 30?
Yeah, 30.
Yeah, so yeah.
You're already 36?
I'm 36, yeah.
How long have you been studying?
All my life.
Oh my God, man.
I'm a forever student. No. I went back to school in my 30s or something like that. Yeah, and I go part-time because I work.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to work. That is absolutely.
I take 2 or 3 subjects at a time. Like I'm not like my friends who can take like 5 or 6. Yeah.
I've been thinking about going back to school, but learning a trade, like welder or truck driver.
I think welder is badass. I took a welding class in college, and I really liked it. I liked it so much that I consider not going for engineering anymore and just becoming a welder.
I mean, it would be a waste of the time you've spent. Like sunk cost fallacy is in play then.
Yeah, well, this was years ago. I was starting out.
Okay, yeah. And I can imagine. Yeah, you know what the worst part is? I had welding in high school. We had metal shop, and I didn't continue with that because I was of the idea that intellect is measured by education level. Do you know how stupid I feel when I think about that?
Well, it depends, right? If you go for STEM, then yeah.
I didn't go for STEM.
Yeah, well, there you go.
I mean, I'm a paralegal by degree, and I kind of work in that area. By God, man, I was so close. If I knew what I knew back then, I would have been a welder and way better off.
Oh yeah,
way better off. Like I had a girlfriend once whose father was an underwater welder. Now, for people wondering how that works, sometimes they have to lay tunnels underwater and things like that, and they have to be welded together. He was a guy who did that. The bank was pretty good.
Yeah, I saw. Well, I live very close to Lake Tahoe. I saw a couple of those guys one time working, and I asked them. I was like, "Where are you guys welding?" So it turns out there's this pump. It pumps water out of the lake, and it takes the water to this irrigation system. For this hoity-toity living apartments. Whatever it is. Yeah. So the pump broke and the plants were not getting any water, so they had to send welders to fix the pump, which is obviously underwater.
Yep.
Yeah, I wonder how much they were making, but
Oh,
had,
they were making
had to
enough.
be tons. Yeah.
I mean, learning to code and things like that, of course, it's a forever growing business. Like the future is computers, but metal work is not going to stop. We're going like plumbing and things like that is not going to be replaced by technology. At least
Yeah.
you
How
won't.
how fast is this gonna happen though? Right? Because I don't I don't think you have. I mean, you mean welding? I don't think you have to worry about it. Yeah.
No, but the same with plumbing. We're not going to see an age where water is being digitally transferred.
Yeah. Right. Right.
Like your piss and poop is not going to be digitally deleted. I think. So the technological, what's that called? The like everything is becoming technological. Things like that. Loss of jobs. Things like it. Not the industrialization, but the other one.
Automation. You mean?
Automation.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen with plumbing, I think. At least not something I'm going to see fast. Same with welding, rooftop making, things like that.
Mm.
So yeah, when I look back at it, like in high school, that's how I got to learn Watson, because we had metal work and we had electricity. So you could choose between electrician or welder and things like that. And I went out and became a paralegal. By God, man. We had so much fun. You could say whatever you want, but so it were the lower levels of education. But by God, those guys knew how to have fun. Bull busting all around. It was just so great. And then when you talk to the higher education level guys, it's like, oh, I'm so smart and things like that, and it's like,
well,
yeah, okay.
if you like alcohol, no, I don't think you like alcohol that much. You are pretty.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Well, if you did, you should have gone for chemical engineering then. We're a bunch of alcoholics.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
We
Oh
keep
man, we were drunk in class.
Same.
It's just insane in high school because the legal drinking age back then was 16. Netherlands.
Wow, that's nice.
Woo-hoo. And some of them even were stoned in class. I remember one kid, he saw dwarfs.
What's that? Dwarfs?
Dwarfs. Yeah, he took some hard drugs while we had class, and he just got a laugh kick. And he was mentioning he saw dwarfs. I mean, that kind of stuff happened with us. It's like
interesting.
Yeah, it's like only on the lower levels of education will you see that. It's like, okay, this is happening.
Yeah, just recently. I mean, I don't go physically to school anymore. You know, I take my classes online.
How dare you?
I know, right? I can still go in person if I want to. I'm just lazy. But I kind of miss it because I usually have a bottle of vodka in my backpack and, passing drinks around. Yeah.
we used to have lockers, and this is a story a friend of mine told me because I wasn't in that friend group yet. But apparently one of them had a girlfriend, and she had a broken locker for which if you banged it once, it would open.
Mm-hmm.
You could close it again the same way. So what they did, in the morning when she had class, they banged it open, put the liquor in, closed the locker, and just before she had her lunch break or whatever, they banged it again, got all the alcohol out, and left.
Nice.
So they stored it in the locker.
It was a stolen locker.
Yeah, and then we went drinking in the park.
How old were you?
Oh my God, I was way too young. I'm not kidding, because they were, I mean, again, legal age was 16, but I have been drunk when I was 15
I had
because the legal drinking age was 16, and
course,
I
yeah.
hang around people who were a year older than I was. So yeah.
So this was what, like 5 years ago?
Up yours, Athem. No, but okay. The thing was, with the legal drinking age in the Netherlands, it's not hard liquor.
Mm.
So you have to think like beer and Smirnoff Ice and Wicked. So it went up to 15%. Everything above 15% was 18 and up.
That's funny.
Yeah. Like pure vodka and things like that, scotch. You couldn't get that when you were 16. You could get, let's say, the teenage drinks,
Right.
if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's
Although Smirnoff Ice was nice, though.
it's good. I've had it before.
That's not bad, but you could just drink it like syrup. It's like Kool-Aid. You just keep drinking it because it's like 5% or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You won't notice it. Oh, maybe probably now I will because I haven't had a drink in ages.
I had a beer last night.
Oh, nice. Pale ale. Huh. Sierra Nevada.
Yeah.
Like the Yanks have brands of beer, right? Like Bud is one, I believe.
Budweiser. Yeah, but I don't drink that one.
Oh, Rob always drinks Bud Light on Red Evening.
Oh fuck! I hate Bud Light, man.
That's not a good one.
Coors Light, Bud Light, Miller Light, all those. Ugh.
What do you think about the European beers then, like Heineken or Hertog Jan?
I haven't had the second one you mentioned. Heineken is good. It's decent.
And Grolsch.
But I'm not very familiarized with European beer, I guess.
Amstel is one as well. So Amstel.
I've had Amstel. Yeah.
Though I'm not sure though. Amstel could be Belgium.
I think yeah.
Could be.
I had Amstel before. It's pretty good too.
Let's see real quick. Swallow Blue for $5. Thank you very much. So what's life like in the Netherlands? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I plan to do some traveling outside Europe. It's one of those places I'm looking at. Netherlands is nice. I wouldn't go to Amsterdam now. I am known for my hatred of Amsterdam because it's overrated. Really is. It's our California. And I'm not kidding when I say that. Amsterdam is our California. It's a lefty shithole. If you're going to go to the Netherlands, you want to go to Maastricht, Maastricht, or to Zwolle, with a Z, and Utrecht. Those are nice places to visit. The Veluwe, I'll type that in the chat, by the way. The Veluwe is a great hiking route. That is a great hiking route. So you probably want to see that. Yeah, let me type this out. Rotterdam, if you go to the proper places, can be great because Utrecht was of note. Rotterdam was bombed in the Second World War and they had to rebuild it. So it's very modern, artsy, modern, things like that. But there's a certain market in Rotterdam. And let me see what that is called again. I don't remember what it's called. Damn it. But it's huge. It is a huge market in Rotterdam. And it's just huge building. It all has a roof on it. But it's great. A lot of good food, things like that. That's why I go to markets. All the tasting of food. That's what I like to do. But don't go to Amsterdam. Amsterdam is not a good representation of the Netherlands.
I guess you gotta go to Amsterdam, man, as a tourist, but don't spend too long there.
Go to The Hague. Our political parliament is there.
Mm.
Great town to visit. Though last time I was there was construction all over. So I don't know how it is like now. But most of it is on lockdown as well.
Mm.
Most of it is on lockdown as well. So you might want to wait with that. Other than that, Tilburg is nice as well. Tilburg, let me type that one out. Other than that, there's just so much to do in between. Unlike Cappy likes to say, our roads are pretty good because we pay road tax. Not kidding, by the way. Like everybody who owns a car has to pay a 3-month road tax. So yeah, the roads are pretty well taken care of. Pretty well taken care of. Other than that, I mean, go ahead and explore. You could do it walking. Did you know that, Athem?
Yeah.
I mean, you could pretty much go hiking through the entire Netherlands. Because
it's a very big country.
I mean, how big is it? It could even be as big, if not smaller, than New York. But I'm not sure about that. Not sure about that. By car, you could go from the top of the Netherlands to the bottom within 3 hours. So yeah.
So you're
No,
smaller
I'm not
than
kidding.
you're smaller than, I don't know, Connecticut maybe.
Could be. Could very well be. But yeah, there's enough to see. We even have a couple of islands, small ones. The Tas Island, Eilanden. I'm even failing in my own language. But yeah. Did we miss any super chats, Athem?
Let me
What was the last one?
see. No, we didn't.
Okay. What about Eindhoven? I see that one real quick. Yeah, Eindhoven is nice as well. Eindhoven is nice as well. Like everything in the middle, like Flevoland and Utrecht, those provinces, Gelderland is absolutely great. That's a province. Absolutely beautiful. So go visit those places. And you can do it within a day, even, if you want to. You can do it within a day. Because we have great public transport. We have great public transport. But enough shilling of the Netherlands. For people wondering, I have been Jack Napier. I will post a link to my channel in the chat. All the links to Cappy stuff, his books, his Subscribestar, because Cappy need a poo. Cappy need to poo. You can sponsor him on Subscribestar and get him a septic tank. Books, questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. Links are in the chat down below. I've left a link to my channel if you're interested in that. I have a weekly podcast called Red Evening with Rob from Rob Says and the Masculine Geek. So, leave a like, things like that. Cappy isn't all up in that algorithm thing, is he? He really doesn't care about that.
I don't think he does.
Nah, not really. So, take us out appropriately.
Toodles.